Hey everybody, today I'm at my sister Stacey's house and I thought I'd show you some of the plants that she puts in her yard. Now, when it comes to annuals, she has a different approach than I do. I plant all mine out in March, so I kind of get first pick of the plants, and then I have somebody who can help me take care of them when I'm not home, so I get to work that way. She takes a completely different approach. Every year we have a lot of plants that end up in the infirmary. Now these are plants that maybe were miswatered or just didn't do well early on in the season and just didn't look like they were ready for sale, and she plants them out and just sees what happens. She does minimal maintenance on all this stuff because she just doesn't have the time, and it ends up she gets really great results. And so I'm going to show you these, but I want you to remember these are all plants that weren't worthy of being sold back in, say, May or June. She planted them all out and they look fantastic, and she does minimal deadheading. Just make sure that they get watered. That's all she really does, and gives them some fertilizer. So let me give you a quick tour, and this is also a good way for you to see some of these plants, how they look when they're more mature. So let's take a look. So we'll start here right in front. She does have a nice portulaca basket, so it's nice and sunny out, so this gives you an idea of what those flowers look like. Really bright, bold colors. They look great. They do trail down. And then this here, this is that El Brido Color Blaze Coleus from Proven Winners. Absolutely stunning. The color on that has just been fantastic all season long. And that's some of that Red Hawk sweet potato vine, so that one has kind of more of that flame throwing kind of look. And then she does have, I think that's a Carnival begonia kind of tucked in there. It's getting a little dwarfed by the other plants, but earlier in the season it showed up really well. And then over here in her pots, holy smokes, remember these were all kind of derelict plants that she's been able to kind of transform. So she's got some of the caladiums in there. This is a wax begonia, probably a dragon wing that seems like it must have got hit by the wind. Her canna are looking really, really nice. And then she's got some angel wings, Senecio angel wings in there as well. Here we have some of the Proven Winners Angelonia with some Scaviola or Scibola. And then this here, you're gonna see a bunch of this. This is the Sunset Orange Super Cal Premium Petcoa, and that is just been the most beautiful orange petunia I've ever seen. It's absolutely beautiful. She has a mandevilla. Looks like she's getting a couple of flowers on that, and that's with some calibrachoas. More Angelonia, Red Hawk, Scibola. Oh, here's some of the Truffula Pink, kind of winding down there. Here is some of the funny face Kufia in there with, looks like maybe a little lantana she's got stuck in there. And then this is the Ladybird Sunglow Callilophus or Texas Primrose. I showed you some of that in mine. Hers looks as good, if not better, as of mine. And hers was one of them that was really struggling earlier. She's a Mystic Illusion Dahlia. This one was just barely doing anything. It just wasn't growing. So it stayed a lot smaller than some of the other ones, but it's looking really good. She's got a Colocasia or elephant ear in there. Some geraniums. Let's see. Down here, she just kind of threw a bunch of stuff in. Now, she doesn't do any weeding, so she's going to be embarrassed that I'm even showing you all this. But I think it's a good way to see what these look like, even if as long as you keep them watered. So she's got some wax begonias. That's some Play in the Blue salvia there, along with some verbena. The verbenas look really great, and that's one that can usually take a certain amount of heat and drought. It's a wave petunia purple. This is the Zoom petunia. Look how great that one's looking. That has been such an easy petunia for us to use both in the greenhouse and in the yard. It really behaves really well. It cleans itself. She's got some pentas in there. Let's see what else is in here that I want to show you. There's some more of that funny face looking okay. This was not the strongest Kufia. We've got some other Kufias that do better. That's the hummingbird plant. Some Bidens. And then let's see, more Angelonia. Oh, there is a Bubblegum Vista petunia, Supertunia Bubblegum Vista. And oh, she did get one of the, what is it called? It is Safari Dawn or Safari Sky, and it is, I can't remember the name, but that's okay. More verbena, another petunia in here. So a little bit of everything kind of tucked in, and you can see we're getting a little more shady over here. So she'll be embarrassed by the weeds, but that's okay. Another mandevilla. This is another mandevilla that was struggling. This one has a lot more blooms. Had that with some calibrachoas. Here's her dahlia. This is a dahlia that was just misbehaving for us, and she managed to bring it back to life. So look at those beautiful pink flowers on it. Here's a great mix of some lantana with a geranium, and this is Wandering Drew or Transcantia. More of the lantana and scaevola. We'll kind of head up here as well. She's got some begonias here in the shade that are looking pretty darn good. Let's head up over here. So the lobelia, this is the hot plus, that's been doing really well. And then she's got her begonias, she's got a fuchsia, she's got some lophos in here. Lophos usually likes more sun than this, but this one's doing pretty well without. And then over here, this is some Terrenia, just kind of needs to be shook up to be cleaned. That is, I think, the Amstel Blitz or something like that for begonias. This is her Streptocarpus. These are the spent blooms, just needs to be cut off. It had beautiful flowers. Actually, there's one of them there. It just kind of was pointing down, got caught in there. But those were beautiful. If we take those spent stems off, this would be a really beautiful plant again. Again, look at these geraniums, scaevola, angelonia, lantana, absolutely beautiful. Similar combination, except in the middle there's some pentas. This is the supermoon red geranium, and this thing, these flowers on this last weeks and weeks and weeks. She just kind of forgets to deadhead them because they don't need to be deadheaded very often. And that was the same thing for this Americana Cherry Rose. And this is a really nice, intense kind of pinkish red color. Just really nice combination there. And then back over by the grill, she has her, that's her Kufia Vermillionaire. And then look at this fellow with some lemon coral sedum in him. He's looking great. So anyway, here's what Stacey's got for her plants. I just thought you'd want to see them. She's going to beg me to apologize for the weeds and the lack of deadheading, but I think this is always great to be able to see kind of what other people's plants are doing. This is probably a Selenia, and it's got some beautiful color on it. Okay, well, thanks everybody. We'll talk to you guys all very, very soon.